Okay, people, I know the blog is late today, but there's a good reason, because a bunch of us went to see Dark Knight this morning because our good friend is in it, and he's here to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, star of The Dark Knight, Matt Shallenberger! Come out of the closet, Matt! Come out of the closet,
exciting.
Matt!
Can I clap for myself?
Come out of the closet, Matt. Come out of the closet.
No.
You're not gonna do it, are you? He's
I'll
not
do
gay.
it again. I'll do it 500 times.
He's
here.
first male guest, first straight male guest, which I guess is the same thing, and first hot coffee guest. Hot coffee.
Can you tell it's hot? Oh, because you have the...
Yeah, it's a hot cup. This is a cold cup. So, you are, a star of the world's largest movie. Maybe you're not a star, but
Yeah, that's vaguely unfair. People are going to see the movie and
But
say,
you do-
who's that guy who does...
But you do have your role surprised me, because I didn't want to know anything about his role in the movie before I saw it, your role had a surprisingly large arc to it, just because not knowing, all I knew is you were a cop,
Right.
which doesn't give anything away.
No.
That's
just
not
so you
the
know,
it's not the big twist.
Gotham City Police Department exists.
Yes.
There are, multiple cops in the movie.
Shocker. Spoiler alert.
Jinx, do you ever get stuck?
No, Nina tried once, and I edited it out. So here's the thing. Okay, so your character's name is
Berg.
Yes, and because you come about 2 hours into the movie, right? It happened.
Yeah.
So I can't tell any. There's nothing about your scene I can tell except for this.
Except that I look like this. A little bit, right?
Not as bad as you think it is, though, because you had told me before that they
the
shoot
first
you
time-
from below.
The first time I saw it on the IMAX screen from very close, so I was essentially looking up at my chin, and I not only looked like a monster, but I looked like it was so jarring that it looked like I had shot the footage myself and secretly snuck it into the movie, like porn in Snow White or something.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did an episode of What About Brian, where I played a baker and they shot me from below, and I wore a blue shirt, and I
triple kiss of death.
I saw it and I said, "Oh, I look like the Pacific Design Center." Which, if you don't
know, big and blue.
If you don't live in LA, you need to know that is a gigantic blue building in Los Angeles. That's what I look like. Or the ocean. You'll know his character's name is Berg, and you will see his name typed out before you see him. You see him first, but know that when you see his name typed out, you know that you're in.
I can't think of another name that gets typed out.
There's another name in that frame.
Sure.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's absolutely fun. When I did it, I didn't even see the entirety of pages I was on. They only gave me my lines. They all were watermarked with my name. They were delivered to my house, and I had to sign for them twice.
Exciting.
My confidentiality
one of
agreement
those.
was much longer than my contract.
Right. Okay, so...
But a lot of stuff happens in the movie, and a lot of stuff that if a year ago people knew all the stuff, they'd be bummed.
Good movie.
It's well, now I saw it twice.
Yeah.
And the first time I was a little bit anxious because I wanted to know if I was.
It's an angsty movie though too.
It
I mean,
feels
obviously, you weren't even positive that you were still in the movie.
There is that,
right?
and
when you
that's
saw
what
it the
I'm.
first time.
That's what I'm referring to.
That's
no.
terrifying.
At the end of the movie, you kind of feel like you got kicked in the gut.
Oh, this is how you can help look for Matt. Look for Matt Shallenberger as Berg.
Let's see if I can replicate
Dark
it. Which
Knight.
way do I look? This way.
Yeah. Hold on, I want you.
Is that anyone
Good.
here?
Wait, it looks. I like that the photo looks like it's your cop ID.
What are you talking about? Oh, that I like on a lanyard.
Yes.
Do cops have IDs?
I think so, right? Oh, no, just
What
badges.
buildings do they have to get into that they need
Cop buildings.
IDs?
The cop center.
The precinct.
They've got to get in. Oh, the precinct.
Hey Joe, it's me. In the uniform.
Hey, Berg
This is my uniform from the movie. You can see the
Oh, you really got in there.
you can see the GCPD on it, Gotham City Police Department, but it's backwards because I took it in a mirror in my trailer, which was not in my confidentiality agreement.
Right. Yeah, you broke the law.
Yeah.
You broke the Dark Knight law. Wait, you're also in.
I'm also in this month's.
You're also
Crate
in
and
this
Barrel
month's
Best
Crate and
Buys.
Barrel, yeah. Best Buys on page, I marked it, 14. You can't actually see it, but I'll show you where it is if you want to look at home. On page 14, this photo right here is Matt. You can't see it, even in real life, so you're not going to really be able
But
to
I'm
see
wearing
it.
a hat and I'm making this face. And I'm not that I make that joke, but I'm making that face because the car behind me had broken down on the side of the highway in a blizzard.
Wow.
And I was about to get in a tow truck driven by a man who, at the exact moment that we were being driven, his wife was on Springer, Jerry Springer, taking her top off. And he had a bumper sticker on his dashboard that says, "I go where I'm towed." And I couldn't, that made me laugh for 45 minutes.
This goes well with my theory that everyone has 15 minutes of their life that's worthwhile of the climax of a movie.
Maybe I just conflated.
Conflated?
Memory speed.
Oh, you're making up words like Lil C on so you
Conflated
think
to
you
total
can
word.
dance.
Don't you start with Lil C. Lil C. People can't. Oh. Eloquent, Courtney. Eloquent.
Oh,
What-
you did a voice and everything.
It is tough to find the avenue of gain when you're being chauffeured by loss.
I thought it was kind of beautiful.
He treats himself like a prophet. And everybody on
Yeah,
the
he
show...
said that's what I'm here for. Did you hear him say
Yeah,
that?
that's what I'm
he
here
said that's
for.
what I'm here
Yeah,
for.
And Cat Deely's like, I like the way you put down. But...
I love your analogies.
Yeah, but then he said the word conversate. I was like,
Yeah.
oops.
And conversate's not a word, right?
No.
Because people use it. I'm sure I've used it.
Yeah, well, another thing I thought couldn't happen was that single dad Jason couldn't lose The Bachelorette.
I didn't watch that, but my favorite thing in the world is that I don't watch that, and you, my straight male friend, devour it.
I'm also the one who
with a
watches the
frenzied
Olympics and-
feminine power.
I'm also the one who cries at the Olympics commercials, though.
Matt will be our Olympic commentator with me. We'll be doing Olympic commentating together.
It'll be a blubber fest.
It's gonna be a lot for
Did
me.
you know you can on-demand scenes from former Olympics?
No.
High definition. It's been on for... I just noticed it last night. I watched the diving.
How far
the-
back do they go?
Athens, Sydney, Athens, and they
Wow.
only have like a cumulative couple hours.
Only summer or also winter?
I only looked at summer, but I didn't.
Because
pay
remember
attention.
Harry Potter, the ski jumper?
I don't know what that
I've always
means.
wished
I
I
don't
could
know what
watch
that
him
means.
more.
I don't. What's his name?
I forget he was Swedish.
But why'd you call him Harry Potter?
They called him Harry Potter. That's what
'Cause
everybody
what?
called him,
'Cause he
including
flew?
Bob Costas.
Because he flew.
No, because he kind of looked like Harry Potter. He had glasses, and he looked a little bit like he was stored in a cupboard.
No, I watched Paul Hamm win the all-around, and then...
Do you know 1 week after Paul Hamm won the all-around on the Olympics, he was in Los Angeles, and I saw him out at Spider Club where he mounted a stripper pole and swung around for a good 10 minutes.
Did he introduce himself?
No, but...
Hey Ryan, it's me, Paul.
Who talks higher, Paul or Morgan?
Morgan. Which one had the problem with the judges?
I just did what I was supposed to do. The
That's
judges
fine.
and they did what they were supposed to do.
Then he does. Which I love that,
So, the point is, pick up Crate and Barrel.
but... On your way
Look-
to...
On your way to Dark Knight. And tell me which one you like better. Matt's performance in Crate and Barrel or Matt's performance in Dark Knight.
Because my mother is half and half, just so you know.
My mother will probably prefer Crate and Barrel. You should know.
I called my mom and said, hey, I got a part in the new Batman movie. And she said, oh, are you Robin?